We caught.
My name is Grant Hayes. I've been incarcerated for 9 years for a murder that never happened. You'll understand why I say that once you see for yourself the autopsy reports of the three experts in Texas who examined Laura Atterson's remains before they were sent to North Carolina. They found no evidence that she had been murdered, only a large bruise on the back of her head. Yes, I helped my wife conceal the fact that she had killed Laura in self-defense because I didn't trust the system in North Carolina to treat us fairly if we had reported the incident, and I was right. The sad fact is that if we hadn't dumped Laura's body in another state, I wouldn't have the honest autopsy reports of that state to prove that I didn't strangle and stab her, as North Carolina's experts have falsely reported. For the last 7 years since I've been wrongfully convicted, my children and I have been slandered and defamed by several cable true crime TV shows that have hired look-alike actors to reenact me killing and dismembering the mother of my two sons, while I have silently filed motion after motion in state and federal court proving that this never happened. Justice has eluded me because the evidence of my innocence hasn't been publicized by the media, and the courts have zero integrity unless millions of people are watching to hold judges accountable to rule fairly in matters like this. To my children, there has been no balance to the lies that the media has spread about me, your mothers, and by extension you. It is my duty as your father to do what I can to protect and defend us by publicizing the evidence that proves that Laura wasn't murdered and that I didn't kill her. GH Unframed is my gift to you. In 2011, when Amanda killed Laura in our apartment, there was no Black Lives Matter movement. The ugly, racist, and dangerous side of law enforcement was only apparent to those who had experienced it, having not yet been acknowledged or condemned by mainstream America. No one could understand why we didn't just call the police to report what had happened if Laura's death had truly been an accident. But now that 50 unarmed Black people have been killed by the police, some while even in their own home, perhaps there will be greater understanding for my totally reasonable and justifiable fear of the police, given the bizarre situation that Laura had put us in when she had threatened to take our 5-week-old daughter Lillian from Amanda after I had left them alone in our living room on July 13, 2011. I didn't trust the police, and I was right not to trust the police. I'll say that again. I was right not to trust the police. If I had trusted the police and been wrong, then I might have been choked to death in my home in front of my wife and kids while resisting arrest, the way that George Floyd was. As things stand, I was savagely framed for a murder that never happened, and I can prove it. I have already proven it to several courts. They have all ignored the irrefutable evidence, demonstrating how prosecutors Rebecca Holt and Benjamin Zellinger manufactured evidence to turn an accident into a murder, then knowingly used the perjured testimony of several unreliable witnesses to frame me for it. Black lives do not matter. So when a Black convict as unpopular as myself files a motion proving that some white prosecutors framed him for the murder of a pretty young white woman, nobody cares. Especially when the prosecutor responsible for framing me, Rebecca Holt, has now been elected as a Superior Court judge. The public isn't holding the court accountable for ruling with fairness and integrity according to the law because the public is unaware of the evidence that the court has rejected. Irrefutable evidence given to me by the state that proves that prosecutors and police lied and that I'm innocent. Evidence proving that contrary to the testimony of several unreliable witnesses, I did not beat Laura, I did not threaten Laura, Laura did not fear me, Laura regularly visited my home, I did not lure Laura to my home, I did not strangle Laura, I did not stab Laura, I did not write a song about killing Laura, nor did I pour acid on Laura's head. I am going to present this evidence to you in the following discussions and tell you where you can view the documents yourself online. All of this evidence is attached to court documents in my federal habeas petition, Grant Hayes versus in cat, 02026-B as in Bob, R as in rabbit. This case is in the United States District Court in Raleigh, North Carolina. Currently, my habeas corpus petition is pending in the United States Supreme Court. Grant Hayes v. Katie Poole, case number 19-8909. While I was in the Wake County Jail awaiting trial in 2011, 2012, and 2013, the Wake County Sheriff's Office sabotaged my defense by illegally copying and stealing my confidential attorney-client privileged mail. I sued them for this in federal court and won. That case is also available online. PACER means public access to court electronic records. If you have access to PACER, you can search for Grant Hayes v. Katie Poole, my habeas petition, and you can also search for Grant Hayes v. Donnie Harrison in the United States Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. That case number is 18-7340. The ruling in that case is 12 pages long. There is an Unframed Facebook page where the evidence is posted there, as well as a GoFundMe page if you'd like to support my efforts to expose the corruption in North Carolina's capital that is a clear and present danger to the safety of other citizens. I am raising money to hire an investigator and a film production company to produce a documentary about what really happened, not according to me, but according to the emails, text messages, and scientific evidence collected by the state. My name is Grant Hayes III with a Z. My 12-year-old son is Grant Hayes IV with a Z. My 11-year-old son is Gentle Rain Hayes. And my daughter, who is 9 years old, is Lillian Love Hayes. Not only do I have to clear my name, but I have to clear their names. If you have technical or licensing questions about these videos, the Facebook page, or the exhibit, please email them to granthaysunframed@gmail.com. If you have questions for me, you can write me a letter. You will send this letter to Grant Hayes, prison ID number 111-3277, P.O. Box 157.